Hey agents, it's Sunny in Colorado and I want to welcome you to the Digital Agent Academy. And today I want to talk about CRM. So what is a CRM? Do you need a CRM? That's for you to decide on how your business is moving along and how you want to manage things. Basically, CRM stands for Customer Relationship Management. It's a tool that allows you to keep track of your customers in many different ways, and there's many things you can do with different types of software. Now, if you don't want to go along the lines of a CRM, CRMs can cost you a pretty penny. So obviously, if you're a new agent and you have no source of income at this time, unless you're being provided with a CRM, it's good to just go with at least spreadsheets. This way you can see who your possible clients are, where they measure in a hot, ready to buy client or ready to sell client versus a client that may come to you in the future, but it's probably at least 6 months to a year off. And your CRM can keep track of these clients so you don't have to, and then also allow you to keep track of your clients that are hot and ready to buy now. So basically, overall, a CRM is just a customer database that has a lot of important tools that you can use for marketing. It can be used for sales. It's not directly associated with just real estate. It can be any business that you have clients or sales or marketing team or anything like that. It doesn't have to be your customers you're keeping track of. It could be team members and team functions and all those type of things that you're keeping track of. Basically, anything where you have a amount of people that you need to keep track of situations that may be occurring during different time frames, that's what CRMs are used for. But let's go ahead and just talk about some basics. Some of the biggest features that CRMs provide is a means to add touch points. So let's say you have a client that's a year off. You don't need to be bothering them every week, every month. Maybe you can just remind them, hey, I'm still here. I'm a real estate agent. If you need assistance, blah, blah, blah. But what you'd want to do is set up an email that maybe goes out to this client, if it is a monthly email, to remind them of your presence by not so much saying real estate, blah, 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 but maybe set them up with a marketing email that might show them a video of something that's going on in their neighborhood. If they're way off, they don't really need to know about the current market per se, but let's just say you're saying something like happy birthday or something like, hey, I seen this and I thought of you. And maybe it's just talking about a carnival that's going on because this person that you spoke with always likes to go to a lot of social events. Maybe there's a bowling competition or something like that. So these would be touch points that you would control. You can also set them up on automatic type touch points that just sends out something monthly that says, hey, I'm still here. Here's something real estate related to help them out. Maybe it might just be a valuation of their property that you send out every 6 months to let them know, hey, your house is worth this, blah, blah, blah. You never know, because they might see a lot of equity in the home and think, you know what, I want to upgrade. Or now it's time to downgrade. And then that's the time where you pop into action and provide your services as a real estate agent. You can also use CRMs for your marketing in this same way. You may have just made one touch point out in the wild by getting their email address and their phone number. So the way you'd want to reach out to them is just say, hey, blah, 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 this is happening. Hey, blah, 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 this is happening. Or, hey, if you need something, I'm right here type of thing of just always updating your information. I just wanted to make sure you had the right information on file. It's something simple like that, but it's just a touch point because in sales, they always say you got to have about 7 to 12 touch points before something actually happens where your client moves forward. Other things you can email people about is anniversaries, birthdays, their kids' birthdays, social functions that may be coming up that they told you about, church meetings, these type of things. You just reach out and say, hey, happy birthday. I just wanted to tell you blah, blah, blah. And nothing real estate. You just let them know you're there for them all the time. This way, you're the real estate agent that's on their mind if real estate comes up. You never know, something can happen in someone's life and all of a sudden they need that agent that's going to help them out. And you're going to be the one, because who are they going to think of? Why go on Google and Google for other agents when you've been sending them an email once a month saying happy birthday, happy anniversary, happy Easter, all these great things, just showing, hey, I'm here for you. It can even be just reminders, like let's say fall, to move your clocks, to change the batteries in your smoke detectors and carbon monoxide testers. It could be as simple as that. You can even offer them Things like blowing out their sprinklers when summer's over. It's such a cheap thing that you can probably integrate into your business that doesn't cost you much, but it's a huge push forward of you as an agent showing that you care to even provide this service free of charge to some of your most enjoyed clients, to some of your beloved clients that may be at the top of your hot list all the time, just to say, hey, here's something for free. I'm just keeping an eye out for you. They will appreciate this. The other things you can use these CRMs for is to check your metrics, to see different type of trends that may be happening in how customers approach you. When the market changes, it can go from a hot market to where buyers are just constantly reaching out to you, to where the market cools down and now sellers start reaching out to you with questions, or even just random people that may not need your services right now as per se, but in the future may need the services of an agent, and why not have you in their mind at the top of their list? So with my brokerage, eXp Realty, they actually provide you with the CRM. It's called KV Core. KV Core can cost anywhere from a monthly $500 to thousands of dollars, depending if you're using it for teams or all this stuff. KV Core within my brokerage is free of charge. It comes with your monthly cost of $85 that you pay the brokerage anyways. But there is a whole lot of add-ons you can add on to it as far as services and so forth to even make those touch points last even longer and mean much more to your future clients. Within KV Core, there's means of creating lead sources to remind you of when you need to call certain people at certain times, to make actual physical touch points, whatever it is that you need to plan for, you can put it into KV Core and have it remind you as time goes on. Birthdays, anniversaries, special occasions, you can put that all into the system to take care of it for you. Pre-write emails that fit these situations, and they'll be sent out automatically. Same the way that you can schedule your social media online to happen in the future, you can do the same thing with CRMs to manage your clients. So they always keep you in mind without you always having to just reach out. If you have hundreds of clients, it's almost impossible for you to keep track of every single one of them. So you always have that hardcore group that you know are on fire all the time and ready to move. And then you have your warms, your colds, and then your ones that are maybe in the future, or maybe even some that you haven't even scheduled a meeting with because you just got their data and asked them if it was okay to send things like maybe a CMA on their property or something like that. But one of the big things that is really good about it is you can create these squeeze pages with properties. So if I have somebody within my organization that might have a listing in Denver, Colorado, I can ask them, hey, is it okay if I post your listing? And I would be the buyer's agent if it occurred. Is basically I create a squeeze page based on their property that they have listed, and it has all my information. I could post this to social media, and if it's a house that someone runs upon and says, hey, I love this house, then you can represent them as the buyer on that to your colleague that happens to be the listing agent. So it works out for everybody, but these are great things to do because you could put up other people's property and then advertise for them and do marketing for them and pull customers in that use you to buy these properties, therefore ending in you earning a commission. Other things, it keeps the retention of your clients, like I said, keeping you in the front of their minds at all times by just simply saying, hey, happy Easter, happy Valentine's Day, whatever holiday it is, to put them all in there. You don't want to make anything annoying enough to where somebody just unsubscribes to you. So make sure it's appropriate for the type of client that you're serving. If you have somebody that's in the business right now and wants to keep kept up to date, you would want to send them like weekly marketing updates about a certain area that they're interested in. And in this way, when they're ready to pull that trigger, you just jump on it. But somebody like a year out or somebody you just met that you don't really know anything about, if you send something maybe once a month to once every 2 to 3 months, depending on what it is and how hot they are as a client, and where they stand. And that would be basically how and when you set up these things to be scheduled to be sent out. But there's all kinds of different campaigns you can set up. And that's what's great about these CRMs. And the great thing about eXp Realty is they provide you this CRM free of charge. So if you're an agent and you don't have a brokerage yet, or you have more questions about CRMs or how brokerages work, feel free to reach out to me. and we can go over that stuff. CRMs are great, but the one thing a CRM is, it's like a book. You can get the best book in the world or the best coaching in the world to tell you how to become a millionaire or to get better at playing piano or whatever it is, to become the best real estate agent you can be. As you know, if you just buy the book and read it, but don't take the actions that the book provides for you, nothing's going to happen. So having a CRM, you have to get it set up right for your business. You want it set up to work with you, for you, as an assistant would, so you can push forward on any time something comes up. You don't just want to have a CRM, throw a bunch of people in there, and not set up things like emails and touch points and campaigns and schedules and marketing analysis. You want all these things set up. So make sure that if and when you do decide to get a CRM, look into how to set it up properly for the things that you need to run your business appropriately. That's all I have for right now. If you have more questions, feel free to comment down below. I hope this serves you, and you can subscribe, like, all that great stuff. And like I said, feel free to reach out to me for any questions you may have in real estate, and I can help you out, whether you're an EXP agent, an agent from another brokerage, or you don't have a brokerage yet and you have questions about EXP. Until then, keep killing it out there. Remember, always move forward and try to do at least 2 things that suck every day. I guarantee you that'll make you a stronger agent. Take care.